Okay, I am back. Can you taxi steel path? I have no idea. It's a good question. Not a clue. Have you done Duviri Wolf? I don't know if I have. I can't remember. There's one that I haven't done that I was holding off to, but I don't know if I should do it yet. I don't know if it was that one or not. I can't remember. Whoa, baby steps. I haven't done it yet. Okay. I haven't done Steel Path yet. No, definitely not. That's for sure. All right, guys. Let's jump into the Clanker Chronicles, okay? So we have 4 chapter options. Option 1, someone tries to ruin the peace. Option 2, the road calls again. Option 3, Ember learns a new trick. And option 4, Athena gets recognized and hates it. What are we thinking, folks? Okay, the in-kind weapons unlocked. We should get you the weekly weep. Okay, it says 1. All right, option 1, someone tries to ruin the peace. Option 2, the road calls again. Option 3, Ember learns a new trick. Option 4, Athena gets recognized and hates it. Raps wants 3, Kite wants 1, Joey wants 2. Wolfie wants 3. Tiebreaker. Okay. This Casper isn't here with his dice. I'm going with 3. All right. 3 it is. Ember learns a new trick. Everyone loves Ember. Ember is the baby dragon, by the way. I don't know if you've been here for this height, but Ember is our mascot. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Chapter 40. Oh, sorry. Chapter 44. Ember learns a new trick. Ember learned the trick by accident, which Athena would later argue was how Ember learned everything. It started in the east yard of Kestrel Reach, where Carlos had marked out a training space with chalk lines and old crates. Nothing fancy, just enough room to stretch, spar, and let people move without knocking over civic infrastructure. Ember was supposed to be watching. Athena had been very clear about this. Observe, she said, pointing 2 fingers at him. No participation. Ember sat, tail wrapped neatly, eyes wide. Innocent. Watching, he projected earnestly. Athena turned away. Panda immediately swung at Wolfie. Wolfie caught her wrist, redirected, and swept her legs with clean precision. Panda hit the ground laughing and rolled to her feet. Again, she said. Sam and Joby were sparring nearby, half serious, half flirting. Casper hovered at the edge, adjusting airflow so nobody overheated. Nomad leaned against a wall, betting snacks on outcomes that hadn't happened yet. Carlos demonstrated a spear form for Athena, slow and deliberate. You don't always lead with force, he said. Sometimes you lead with... A thump interrupted him. They all turned. Ember was no longer sitting. He was standing in the middle of the yard, staring at the chalk lines on the ground with intense concentration. Athena squinted. Ember? He lifted one paw. The chalk lines moved. Not erased, not burned. They slid across the ground like pieces on a game board, rearranging themselves into a clean, flowing pattern that made the space feel different. Balanced. Everyone froze. Casper's wings flared. Did he just... Ember sneezed. The pattern locked in. The air shifted. Carlos stepped forward slowly, testing his footing. His stance settled deeper, easier. Panda took a step and blinked. Oh, she said. Oh, I like this. Wolfie moved through the space and growled, impressed. This ground listens now. Athena stared at Ember. You just rewrote the training yard. Ember puffed up slightly. Made it better, he projected. Felt wobbly. Nomad laughed out loud. The dragon just invented terrain optimization. Schmuck clapped. I knew it. The trick, as identified by people who like names. They tested it carefully. Very carefully. Ember focused, nose low, tail flicking as he padded around the yard. Wherever he stepped with intent, the space subtly shifted. Not visually dramatic, just right. Slopes adjusted, obstacles aligned, footing improved. Casper hovered overhead, eyes glowing faintly as she tracked the effect. He's not imposing force, she said slowly. He's nudging probability. Sam frowned. Like preemptive luck. Joby smirked. Weaponized feng shui. Athena crossed her arms, trying very hard not to look proud. So, she said, you can make spaces work with us. Ember wagged his tail. Only places I like, he said. Or he added. Panda grinned. Same, buddy. Carlos knelt and touched the ground thoughtfully. This changes how we defend cities. And how we move through them, Wolfie added. Nomad tilted his head. And how he breaks sieges without breaking walls. Schmuck's eyes lit up dangerously. What if we used it in a hallway? Athena pointed at him. No. Subheading, the limit, found quickly as always. Ember tried to do it again. Bigger. The ground hummed ominously. Casper yelped. Ember, gentle! The pattern overshot. The yard tilted sharply, sending Panda sliding into Wolfie, Wolfie into Nomad, Nomad into Schmuck, and Schmuck directly into a crate. The crate exploded, because of course it did. Ember froze. Oops. Athena rubbed her face. Okay, that's enough for today. Ember drooped, immediately remorseful. Athena crouched and pulled him close. You didn't do anything wrong. You just learned something powerful. I don't want to hurt places, Ember said softly. Athena pressed her forehead to his. I know. That's why this is good. He brightened a little. Practice? Yes, she said firmly, with supervision. Panda raised a hand. I volunteer to be supervised near. No, Athena and Carlos said in unison. After. That night, Ember curled up beside Athena, utterly exhausted. She lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying the day. A dragon who could shape space without breaking it. A team learning to work smarter. Cities becoming safer through care instead of domination. Ember shifted in his sleep and projected one last sleepy thought. I like helping the ground. Athena smiled in the dark. I know, she whispered. Me too. Outside, Kestrel Reach slept peacefully. Not because it was protected by distant forces or abstract balances, but because someone had taken the time to make the place feel as safe. Stand on. Tomorrow, she knew, the road would call again. But tonight the dragon learned a trick, and Athena let herself believe that this was how victories actually started. Good thing I wasn't in wolf form, I think, standing like 7 feet tall. Her arse, yeah, it was a slip of the tongue there, Wolfie. Grr. I'm sparring with Panda. We all toppled over. Yes. Yes, Kite, if you stick around and you want to be in the story in a while, you're welcome. We can add you in. Become part of the regular story line. Okay, next chapter. Someone tries to steal Ember, option 1. Option 2, the road out of Kestrel Reach. Option 3, Athena makes a bad bet. Or option 4, the city that doesn't want help. What are we thinking, guys? Option 1, someone tries to steal Ember. Option 2, the road out of Kestrel Reach. Option 3, Athena makes a bad bet. Option 4, the city that doesn't want help. Okay, so sure. Is this true? You can be one of us. Yes, absolutely. Alright, okay, maybe next time around we'll add you in as a character. Oh gosh. Graph says 4, 3 or 4, 2 or 3, 3 or 4. So there's a lot of overlap for 3. So I guess we can go with 3. Kite the goat. Stretch query, I did a little bit. Okay, so I think 3. So we'll go with Athena makes a bad bet. Okay. Chapter 45. Athena makes a bad bet. Athena knew it was a bad bet the moment she shook on it. She did it anyway. The man across the table smiled like someone who'd already won and was polite enough not to say so yet. He was lean, well dressed in road-worn finery, with the relaxed posture of someone used to surviving negotiations that ended badly for other people. Terms are simple, he said. Your dragon stays out of it. Ember, sitting 3 feet behind Athena, sneezed sparks. I can be subtle, he projected indignantly. Athena did not turn around. You will, she murmured. The man raised an eyebrow. He talks. Yes, Athena said. Focus. The bet. The setting was painfully normal. A roadside trading hall just outside of Kestrel Reach. Wooden tables, dice, cards, a small crowd that had gathered naturally, because nothing draws people faster than confidence and the promise of embarrassment. Nomad leaned against a pillar, already eating something crunchy. I give it 10 minutes. Hand across her arms. 5. Sam whispered to Joby. She's absolutely going to regret this. Joby smiled fondly. She already does. Carlos stood nearby, arms crossed, quietly cataloging exits. Wolfie watched the room instead of the table. Casper hovered near the rafters, eyes on focus, sensing tension patterns rather than players. Will flickered in and out of shadow, attention fixed on the man Athena was facing. Schmuck had money on Athena. Everyone questioned his judgment. The bet itself was straightforward, information in exchange for a demonstration of skill. Athena had agreed to play a local game called Stone Wake. Simple rules, heavy tiles, a lot of implied honor. What Athena did not know, what she had failed to ask, was how much the game favored people who had grown up playing it. Subheading the losing streak. The first round went poorly. The second went worse. By the third, Athena had stopped smiling. She was good at games. She read people. She tracked patterns. She adapted fast. Stone Wake adapted faster. Every move she had made opened 2 problems she hadn't anticipated. The crowd murmured. Coins changed hands. Nomad winced audibly. Oh no, that's the pattern trap. Athena shot him a look. Helpful. Emotionally, Nomad said. Very. Ember crept closer. Eyes narrowed at the tiles, like they had personally offended him. They're cheating, he projected. They are not, Athena replied through gritted teeth. They're just better. The man across from her leaned back slightly. Still confident? Athena set another tile. Yes, she said, automatically. She was lying to herself now. Subheading the consequences. She lost. Cleanly, publicly, unavoidably. The final tile settled with a heavy clap
that you get good.
that echoed through the hall. Silence. Then, tears. The man stood. Pleasure doing business. Athena exhaled slowly and stood as well. You get your terms. The crowd dispersed satisfied. The man leaned in slightly. You'll find the information still valuable. Athena met his eyes. It better be. He left without another word. The team gathered around immediately. Candace squinted at the table. Did you just lose access to 3 caravan routes? Yes, Athena said. Sam blinked. On purpose? No. Jovi laughed. Oh, thank the gods. Buck raised his hand. Do I still get paid? Athena sighed. Yes. Ember sat directly on her feet. I could have helped, he said softly. Athena crouched and wrapped her arms around his neck. I know. That's why I told you not to. Wolfie nodded. You were testing something. Yes, Athena said. Me. Carlos tilted his head. And? Athena straightened. I don't always need to win, she said. I need to learn what losing costs. Casper drifted closer. And what did it cost? Athena smiled wryly. Roots. Leverage. Pride. Nomad shrugged. Could have been worse. The ground shook slightly as Ember shifted. I still don't like it, he projected. Athena rested her forehead against his. Neither do I. I'm heading to payoff. Late. Annoying. They were halfway back to Kestrel Reach when Will stopped. That man, he said quietly. He wasn't here for money. Athena froze. Explain. He wanted you to lose, Will continued. Publicly. Cleanly. Nomad snapped his fingers. Oh, reputation play. Carlos's jaw tightened. Someone's measuring you. Athena felt it settle in her gut. Yes, she said, and I gave them data. Hannah cracked her knuckles. We can still break his legs. No, Athena replied. Not yet. She looked down at Ember, who was watching her intently. I made a bad bet, Athena said aloud. Ember tilted his head. But you're still standing. Athena smiled. Yes, she agreed, and next time I won't bet alone. The road stretched ahead. Real dirt, real wheels, real problems waiting in named places. Somewhere ahead, someone thought they'd won something important. Athena adjusted her cloak and started walking. They hadn't. By the gods, not yet. All right, Kite. We can add you in. What do you want to be, a guy or a girl in the story? Thanks for the hydrate. You could be Kite Thena. I'm gonna put you in as Kite. So, guy or girl, my friend. You'll be a guy. All right. All right, our next options are option 1, someone comes to collect. Option 2, the caravan that doesn't arrive. Option 3, Athena gets outplayed again, differently. Or option 4, Ember refuses to stay out of it. Right, wants 3. Option 1, someone comes to collect. Option 2, the caravan that doesn't arrive. Option 3, Athena gets outplayed again, differently. Option 4, Ember refuses to stay out of it. Or we can call it a night here if you guys are tired. Rear forces, Wolfie. Rear forces wraps. Kite wants 3. Jovi wants either. So I guess 3 wins then. Okay. Chapter 46. Athena gets outplayed again, differently. Athena realized she was being outplayed when nothing happened. No ambush, no threats, no collectors at the door demanding repayment for the caravan route she'd lost. Just smooth roads. Too smooth. The caravan rolled through the low pass at an easy pace, wheels unchallenged, guards relaxed, merchants chatting instead of scanning the ridgeline. The sun was warm, the wind cooperative. Athena sat at the front, Amber curled at her feet, eyes half-lidded but alert. This feels wrong, she said. Panda cracked a nut with her teeth. You say that every time things are nice. Yes, Athena replied, and I'm always right. Wolfie sniffed the air. No threats nearby. That's what's bothering you. Sam frowned. We're waiting for something. Joby leaned back on the bench. I hate waiting. Nomad glanced up from retying a strap that absolutely didn't need retying. Waiting means someone else set the tempo. That was when the cart slowed. Not stopped, not blocked, slowed. The driver frowned. Roads different. Athena stood. Ahead, the pass curved gently, and standing right in the middle of it was a man leaning on a post that had not been there yesterday. He was tall and loose-limbed, wrapped in a pale traveling cloak that caught the wind like it enjoyed being dramatic. A thin smile played at his mouth as he watched the caravan approach, eyes sharp and amused. He lifted one hand in greeting. Afternoon, he called pleasantly. You're early. Athena stepped down from the cart. I don't recall making an appointment. The man grinned wider. That's all right. I make them retroactively. Ember's head snapped up. This one smells sideways, he projected. Athena narrowed her eyes. Who are you? The man pushed off the post and bowed. Casual, almost mocking. Kite, he said. Courier, scout, professional nuisance. Nomad's eyebrows shot up. Oh, you. Kite brightened. You know me. Unfortunately, Nomad replied. The play. Kite walked alongside the caravan as if invited, hands clasped behind his back. You lost 3 routes yesterday, he said conversationally, which rerouted traffic through this pass. Athena said nothing. That spiked toll prices 2 towns over, Kite continued, which upset a guild that prefers quiet margins. Carlos shifted subtly, attention tightening. Kite glanced at him approvingly. You're the muscle. Sensible posture. He turned back to Athena. They didn't want your head. They wanted your timing. Athena stopped walking. So you slowed us, she said. Kite nodded cheerfully. By 12 hours. Sam stiffened. That puts us right on schedule, Kite finished, pointing down the road. A bell rang in the distance. Not alarm. Announcement. Ahead, banners were being raised at the next settlement, a welcoming party forming. Officials lining the road. Casper inhaled sharply. They're receiving us. Panda scowled. With paperwork. Joby groaned. This is worse than a fight. Athena felt it land. They want me visible, she said. Predictable. Tied up. Kite beamed. Gold star. Ember growled softly. He's annoying. Yes, Athena agreed. He is. All I told it was that you're adding a guy named Kite. Sorry, Kite. Subheading, the difference. Athena turned to Kite fully now. You're not here to stop us, she said. No, Kite replied. I'm here to see what you do when you're nudged instead of hit. And if I don't like it? Kite shrugged. Then I leave. Wind's good today. Nomad crossed his arms. You already chose a side. Kite tilted his head. I chose proximity. Athena stopped, studied him. You outplayed me without taking anything, she said. Why? Kite met her gaze, seriousness cutting through the humor for the first time. Because people are building stories about you, he said. I wanted to know if you were listening. Silence. Then Athena laughed. Short, sharp, genuine. Congratulations, she said. You got my attention. Amber stood and walked directly up to Kite, sniffed him thoroughly, then sat down on his foot. He can stay, Amber projected. For now. Kite looked down. I feel judged. You are, Athena said, by the dragon. The invitation. The welcoming party down the road waved. Athena turned back to her team. All right, she said. We walk into this, together. No rushing, no hiding. Panda grinned. Oh, I love a public inconvenience. Sam sighed. I hate this makes sense. Joby squeezed his hand. We'll survive. Athena glanced back at Kite. You coming? Kite smiled, wind tugging at his cloak. I was going to anyway. Carlos nodded once. You keep pace with us. Kite saluted. Yes, sir. As they moved forward, Athena felt it clearly. She hadn't been beaten with force. She hadn't been outmaneuvered with power. She had been repositioned. Again. She glanced down at Ember. Next time, she murmured, we set the wind. Ember chirred, pleased. And Kite, walking lightly at the edge of the group, smiled to himself. The game had changed. Again. Here you go. Judged by the judgy dragon Ember, welcome aboard. And if you wonder why Joby's as always hitting on Sam and chat, it's because they have a relationship in the story. So, the Joby-Sam romance arc. And yeah, anyone's welcome to want to have a relationship with anyone else. You just gotta tell me, and both parties have to consent. But that's what's up. They are lovers. Hey, Nomad, you were here. Did you hear the story? Beautiful, says Nomad. All right, so for next time, for next time, which will be after I get back probably from vacation, because I'm going to have a very busy week getting ready. We have 4 options. The welcome turns hostile, Kite proves his usefulness, Athena refuses the stage, and Ember doesn't like politics. So that's for next time. But for tonight, thank you all for hanging out with me. Let's see who is live to be rated. Does anyone have anyone that they would like me to raid? Irish Callie. Yeah, I rated Yessie last night. Irish Callie is new. Can you give me the full name? Sure, let's do that. I like to rate someone new when I can. I need to take chat with you on the vacation. I'll post pictures in the channel and stuff. Yessie or Flo. Yeah, I rated Yessie yesterday, and I rated Flo, I think, the day before that. So, it's Irish Galley. All right, that's exactly what it is. Cool. All right, let's do that. Yes, please take us with you. I would love to take y'all with me, but I can't. What the hell happened to my... Oh, there we go. It's busy the entire stream, just got lucky and woke up. Oh, okay. Well, welcome on in, Nomad, but unfortunately I'm raiding out. So, I hope you all have a great night. It was fun playing, Ellerblade and hanging out with you all. Yes, it'll be a couple weeks, but I will be in the server, when I can, for sure, over the course of the trip. Just the notebook beside her. Irish is a fun guy. Okay, cool. I will check it out. We had fun times, have I all? Thanks again for the W stream. You are welcome, guys. Have a great couple of weeks. Like I said, I'll be in another server, but I will miss streaming while I'm gone, but I'll be back before you know it. And we'll pick up where we left off, and then my birthday stream will be coming up, so that's exciting. Okay, guys. Yes, we'll keep in touch. All right. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful couple of weeks. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Let's go yell parade at Irish Callie, and see you soon. Bye.